everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing new shades that came out for Etude House's lip tints. There's actually 2 different lip tints and 2 different formulas, but I just decided to combine it into one video. First one, we have Etude House's Fixing Tint. This is, as you know, very popular lip tint. This is the new shade that came out for Fixing Tint in collaboration with LUVISTRUE. This is in the shade Lilac Pink. You can only purchase this through Mushinsa, which is an online shopping store in Korea. Hopefully they'll make it available. This is the Fixing Tint Shine, not the Glow Fixing Tint, not this guy. In addition, it also came in with this mirror pop socket or phone grip. It's multicolored on the edges. For Etude House's Fixing Tint packaging, you have LUVISTRUE logo on the side of the body and a heart at the top. The brush is pretty much the same as previous Fixing Tint for the Retro Street collection in Retro Brown. It's basically the same packaging as the Fixing Tint. You have a transparent cap. The brush looks quite similar to the Fixing Tint brush as well. I know you're probably going to be curious, but I will also be comparing the Glow Fixing Tint and the Fixing Tint Shine, both of these, later in this video. Fixing Tint Shine has a really similar description as the Glow Fixing Tint. The more you wear, you have to wait for it to settle a bit for the gloss to do its thing, but I don't want to spoil too much. But let's go ahead and start swatching. This is the gradient look for Lilac Pink. It's a cool summer mute color. Sort of this mauve pink color with purple undertones for the gradient look. Actually quite flattering. I thought it was going to look a little bit too purple. So this is the full look. It's not as purple as I thought it would be. You still have that mauve Barbie pink color with subtle purple undertones. Although it is a mute color, it is a little bit vibrant. It gives a natural pop of color. Overall, I would say it looks pretty close to their promotional pictures. As you know, for the Fixing Tint, it's mask proof and it has a really good stain. I'm just going to do a quick transfer test. It does transfer a little bit, but the stain is quite pigmented on the lips. Next up, we have the Fixing Tint Shine in Retro Brown. You sort of have this muted light brown color. It does apply quite sheer to you, that see-through gloss effect. For the gloss finish, you have this subtle glazed gloss. Similar to the Glow Fixing Tint, you kind of have to wait for it to set on your lips for the shine to do its thing. Gives you that juicy glaze-like pout. For the full look, now we have a chestnut brown color. It leans more towards being a muted or neutral brown color. And of course, the more that you apply, the better the glossy effect. Very beautiful glossy finish. Also for the formula, it kind of has this oil-like formula. It doesn't feel sticky, it's not waxy, quite moisturizing and very lightweight as well. One thing that I did notice is the scent. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it kind of smells like old makeup, or if something's old, it kind of has that scent, if you know what I mean. You can smell a little bit of it when you're applying your lips, but once it settles, you won't be able to smell it. Let's go quickly with a transfer test. It does transfer a little bit, but the stain is still quite pigmented on the lips. There's a little bit of moisture left, but I would probably reapply or add a lip balm on top. So I went ahead and reapplied Retro Brown. I'm actually going to compare it with the Glow Fixing Tint. There's no brown shade, so the closest one that I can get is number 5, Mauve Mint. I'm just gonna apply on this side. I look really weird right now, but I'm gonna let it settle and to let it do its thing for it to, you know, have maximum gloss. It's settled on my lips now. First of all, the gloss finish is really similar to each other. They have this glaze-like glistening finish. Can't tell the difference between them side by side, except for the shade, of course. But for the gloss finish, they're practically similar. So when I first applied it, the formula is quite different for these two. For the Fixing Tint Shine, it actually is a little bit more watery. For the Glow Fixing Tint, it is more thick. It has more of a gel formula in it. But once it settles on your lips, they both have this oil-like formula. It feels exactly the same. Same moisturization, same gloss finish. Similar stain as well. I didn't show you, but this is swatching them side by side, and this is the stain that it leaves. Let's go ahead and do a transfer test for both of these. Still very pigmented stain as well. Alright, let's do some swatch comparisons. This is Etude House's Fixing Tint Lilac Pink. Next to it, we have Peripera's Water Bear in shade number 8. I'll put the name of the shade on the screen somewhere. But you can see that it's definitely a little bit more vibrant than Lilac Pink. It's not as purple as Lilac Pink as well. This one is Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tint in shade number 13. The two shades are quite similar, so again, very vibrant. Less purple. This is ROM&ND's Juicy Lasting Tint in shade number 32, Bare Berry Smoothie. I wanted to add this because it does have purple in it, but it's not as mauvey as Lilac Pink. The closest one I can find is Peripera's Ink Velvet, and this is in the shade 41. Cool Off Rosy. Pair them side by side, and pretty similar undertone. Both have purple in it, but Lilac Pink has more of a mauve. It's more mauvey. Last but not least, swatch comparisons for Retro Brown. Here we have Retro Brown. Next to that is Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tint in the shade 11. See, 11 is more muted. Swatching them side by side, Retro Brown does look a little bit more warm compared to 11. And then last but not least, we have Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tint in the shade 14. Looks more like a brown red. Retro Brown might just have a slight orange undertone, but you can barely see it at all. It's super subtle. Thought I was done swatching, but no. I'm gonna go in with Retro Brown on this side, and then Peripera's Ink Mood Glowy Tint in shade number 11. For Ink Mood Glowy Tint, like I mentioned earlier, it's a little bit more muted, and Retro Brown, it's more warm. In conclusion, both of these shades are actually quite flattering, very versatile, very good for medium to dark skin tones as well. Hopefully these are made available. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next video.